13 seconds. In a sport of brute force and intricate strategy, it is less than the blink of an eye. For 99% of athletes, it's the final bell, the end of the line, the quiet acceptance of defeat. But for Patrick Mahomes, it was just the beginning of the show. This is not a story about statistics or records. This is a deep dive into the mind of one of the most relentless competitors in sports history. What happens inside the mind of an athlete when the impossible becomes the only option? We are about to dissect the anatomy of a miracle and unlock the mindset of a true executioner. Chapter 1: The Forging of a Competitor. To understand the man who thrives in chaos, we must go back to his origins. Patrick Mahomes was not simply born with talent. He was forged in the fires of elite competition from birth. As the son of Pat Mahomes Sr., a longtime Major League Baseball pitcher, his childhood was spent not on playgrounds, but in the clubhouses of professional baseball teams. He learned the rhythm of a pro athlete's life, observed how legends handled pressure, and absorbed the unwritten rules of competition before he could even drive. This unique upbringing was compounded by his own multi-sport dominance in high school. He was a top prospect in baseball, a skilled point guard in basketball, and of course, a star quarterback. This wasn't just a showcase of athletic gifts. It was a masterclass in competitive thinking, forcing him to adapt, strategize, and lead in wildly different contexts. The foundation of the executioner wasn't laid in the NFL. It was poured and hardened throughout a lifetime immersed in sport at its highest level. Chapter 2: The Architect of Calm. The symbiosis with Andy Reid. Genius, however bright, needs the right environment to flourish. When Patrick Mahomes entered the NFL, his style was unorthodox, a whirlwind of no-look passes, sidearm slings, and backyard football improvisation. Many coaches would have tried to tame this creative chaos, to force him into a traditional risk-averse mold. But Andy Reid is not like most coaches. It's an offensive mastermind in his own right. Reid did the opposite. He didn't build a cage for his phenom. He built a playground, designed a system that embraced Mahomes' creativity, giving him both the structure to succeed and the freedom to be himself. The supernatural calm you see from Mahomes in the pocket is a direct reflection of the absolute trust placed in him by his coach. This symbiosis, this perfect partnership between an innovative player and a brilliant architect of calm, is the secret ingredient that unlocks his full mental and physical potential. This relationship between player and coach is clearly vital. But what do you think is more crucial for success at this level? A player's raw, innate talent, or a system and coach that knows exactly how to unleash it? Let us know in the comments below. Chapter 3: Anatomy of a Miracle. The 13 seconds. This is the heart of our story. January 23, 2022. The AFC Divisional Playoff. Game against the Buffalo Bills. Arrowhead Stadium is in stunned silence. The Bills have just scored, leaving a mere 13 seconds on the clock. It's over. The camera pans to Mahomes on the sideline. There is no panic. There is only focus. He tells his teammates, it's not over. The first play, a quick pass to Tyreek Hill for 19 yards. The clock ticks. The second play, a laser to Travis Kelce for 25 more yards. Kelce finds the soft spot in a defense designed to prevent exactly this, and Mahomes delivers a perfect strike. In 2 plays, spanning just 10 seconds of game time, he has moved his team 44 yards. The impossible has become possible. The subsequent field goal sends the game to overtime, a contest the Chiefs would go on to win. Those 13 seconds were not just a display of arm talent. They were a masterclass in composure, decision-making, and an unwavering belief in the face of absolute despair. Thank you for reliving that incredible moment with us. You have just witnessed the anatomy of a miracle, the moment a legend was crystallized. But this single display of brilliance is just one piece of a larger puzzle. Ahead, we connect this implacable mindset to a legacy of championships and a redefinition of what it means to be a winner. Chapter 4: The Domino Effect. The belief that wins championships. The 13-second moment was not a fluke. It was a confirmation of a mindset that has a powerful domino effect. This belief in the impossible becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy. We saw this in Super Bowl 54, when Mahomes led the Chiefs back from a 10-point deficit in the fourth quarter against a formidable San Francisco 49ers defense. We've seen it time and time again in his career. His own belief is so potent that it becomes infectious, raising the level of his teammates. Simultaneously, it plants a seed of doubt in the minds of his opponents. They know who is on the other side of the field. Lead against Patrick Mahomes is never safe. This relentless mindset is not just a defensive shield against pressure. It is an offensive weapon that psychologically dismantles the opposition when the game is on the line. Chapter 5. The Executioner's Legacy. Redefining clutch ultimately. What is the lasting impact of Patrick Mahomes? He is not just winning games. He is fundamentally changing the psychological landscape of the sport. He is redefining the very meaning of the word clutch. For generations, being clutch meant delivering one great performance in a key moment. Mahomes has turned it into an aura of inevitability. His legacy is the palpable sense of dread he instills in opponents and the unshakable hope he gives his own team. The game is never over until the clock reads 0, because the man on the other side can warp reality in 13 seconds. This is the legacy of the executioner. He has made the impossible comeback his signature, and in doing so has carved his name into the Mount Rushmore of legendary competitors. The story of Patrick Mahomes teaches us that at the highest echelons of human performance, physical talent is merely the price of admission. Legends are defined by what happens in the mind when the clock is ticking towards 0 and the world is watching. The 13-second executioner is not a title won in a single game. It is the description of a philosophy, a state of mind that believes, as long as there is time, there is a path to victory. So what do you find more impressive about Patrick Mahomes? His God-given physical talent to make impossible plays? Or his ice-cold mental fortitude to execute them in the most critical moments imaginable? Let us know your thoughts. Subscribe and join us for the next story.